Hi, and welcome to my channel with my wonderful background behind me. If you've seen any of my recent videos, come here, babe. Okay, if you, first of all, couldn't tell that it was cold because I'm wearing a sweatshirt, Django is also wearing his sweatshirt. Y'all, it has a little pocket in it. It's my favorite. Has a little hoodie that he loves. Listen, I have never had an animal who wants to be in clothes as much as Django does. And if when he wakes up in the morning, he doesn't sleep in this. So he wakes up in the morning and he immediately wants to go outside, and then he immediately wants food. And then after he's eaten and after he is all done for the morning, he comes in and starts whining and whining and whining until I get some clothes and put on his body. He loves to wear clothes. Like when he sees this outfit, when I pull out any of his clothes, which he has multiple things, and when I pull out any of them, he immediately sits down and holds his neck up because he knows that his head goes first, and then he picks up his paws one at a time to put them in the little armholes. Listen, he loves it. It's the cutest thing ever. Anyway, he's upset right now because it's time to eat. So we're going to go do that. You won't know. I'll be right back. Okay, back to my background now that Django and Skeeter are all situated. First of all, I moved my desk stuff around because I don't know if you remember when I first moved in this room, which was back in July and is now October 30th right now, that my desk from the old house got broken in the move, and we have been waiting for the moving company to pay us the money so that we could go get another one, and the money is supposed to be coming in tomorrow, so we will be ordering a new desk. It was just a standing desk from IKEA, but anyway, all kinds of junk to go through to get the desk back. But anyway, once the desk is here and I have the full office done the way I want it to be done, then I'll share with you guys. But anyway, so I've just rotated my temporary desk around, and this is what you're looking at right now are these windows behind me. So sorry, that's all I have right now. I wanted to just come on here and talk about some recent books that I've gotten and apparently an issue that I'm having in my old age. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the Book of the Month books. So I think it must have been in September. I got these two books. This is Killers of a Certain Age, which I think is funny, and Love on the Brain, which is the new Ali Hazelwood. So I really liked the last Ali Hazelwood that I got, so I decided to get this one on Book of the Month. Here's where the issue comes in. Clearly, in my, 45-year-old brain, I didn't realize that I had already pre-ordered a paperback copy of this book. So now I have a paperback copy and a hardback from Book of the Month. Well, I'm definitely keeping the Book of the Month. So what am I going to do with this? Oh, if only that were the only thing I did. Let's move into Book of the Month. For this month in October, I got Foul Lady Fortune. Now you'll notice that I only got one book, and last month I only got two books. It's because I have decided that until I start reading more of my Book of the Month books, I'm only going to be using the one credit and not adding on any extras. So this is the one that I got. It is way bigger than I expected it to be, and honestly, I read about it before I put it in my cart, and now I have no idea what it's about. But that's okay. I love going into my books not knowing what they're about. Okay, now let's talk about some other books that I pre-ordered from Book Depository. So I pre-ordered these a long time ago, months ago. And so we got Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. This came in the mail and I thought, I think I've seen this book somewhere before, like in my own house, because I got it from Book of the Month as well. Y'all, I'm still not done with the mistakes that I made. I also, in the same box with Daisy Darker, got Ruth Ware, the It Girl. And no, I'm not going to show you the same copy from Book of the Month. I'm just going to straight up show you the same copy because I somehow pre-ordered two of these. Really, somebody needs to come check on me and my book buying because I got 3 of the same books, 3 copies of the same books. Well, 2 copies of 3 different books. What am I saying? Anyway, I think I'm going to do a giveaway, and I think I'm just going to give away all 3 of them in one package because I cannot be relied upon to mail things to different places. Who knows where I might send stuff or what might end up wherever. Anyway, everyone wanted her life. Someone wanted her dead. I don't know what this is about either. Ruth Ware. That's all I knew, and that's why I ordered it. Then the only book that I just straight pre-ordered and it came in correctly is When Things Get Dark. Now, it's got Shirley Jackson's name right here. None of these things are by her. It is stories inspired by Shirley Jackson, and it's edited by Ellen Datlow. Now, she does a lot of the horror compilation books. So, her name jumped out at me, and I was like, oh, so it's got Paul Tremblay, Carmen Maria Machado, Josh Mallerman, Joyce Carol Oates, and Stephen Graham Jones. So, I had to. When I open it up, also, it's got Seanan McGuire has a story in here. Not really anybody else that just jumps out at me, but there are a lot of stories in here, a lot more than just the people's names on the front. So, it has them all listed on the back. Anyway, I'm so excited about this. This month in October, I read The Lottery and Other Stories by Shirley Jackson. And I know I had to read it in school, but it was the first time that I've read it as an adult reader, and it was still so good. Okay. That's all the books that I ordered, and mostly because that's all the books that I bought, and mostly because I started freaking myself out. I was like, I can't be trusted to buy books that I don't already own, so I just stopped. I put a pause on pre-ordering. I did nothing. Now, technically, I did buy Fairy Tale from Stephen King, and I read it, but I read it on audio, and then I gave the physical copy to my son's girlfriend who wanted to read it herself. So now she has my physical copy, but I at least only bought 1 copy of that book because I don't know what's going on with me. So I don't know what I'm going to do about buying books in the future other than I know I'm going to do 1 book at a time on Book of the Month, and then maybe I just need to stop pre-ordering and just order. I don't know. Or maybe you tell me what system you guys have to keep up with pre-orders that you do. With the Ruth Ware book, I really think that I just hit 2 instead of 1. Somehow I got 2 on there in my cart instead of just 1. That was not me forgetting that I had ordered that, but the others definitely were. So I don't know. Let me know how you do it, because I don't have a system of keeping up with my physical books before I order them. I have a spreadsheet that when books come in, I add them to the spreadsheet. But that also doesn't mean I always consult that spreadsheet before I buy another book. And if I'm at a store somewhere and I see a book, I don't always know if I have it at home or not. So I need to know ideas that you guys do to keep yourself, or maybe it's not a problem. Maybe you don't have the same kind of 45-year-old brain that I have, but I want some advice about what I do going forward. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.